From one quarterback who got paid a lot of money to another quarterback who got paid a lot more money. And Kirk Cousins did not wear a hat with Atlanta written upside down to his introductory.
No, because he's more like me. He's nerd dad. He doesn't know. He's like, what's that hat? I don't get it.
Did not wear a T-shirt. As I observed yesterday, Kirk Cousins looked like the high school principal who was getting ready to read the list of the names of graduates at the commencement ceremony. Kirk Cousins already is morphing into Matt Ryan on his first day on the job in Atlanta. Here's Kirk Cousins from yesterday, late afternoon, early evening. I think it was around 7 o'clock Eastern when he did the introductory press conference on his decision to choose to sign with the Atlanta Falcons.
When the owner, general manager, head coach, and quarterback are on the same page, that's when you really have a chance to go win a Super Bowl. And as I looked at the Atlanta Falcons, I believe strongly that the owner, head coach, general manager, and quarterback can all be on the same page. You know, I think in Minnesota, it was trending over the last couple off seasons to be in somewhat year to year. And as we talked with Atlanta, it felt like this was a place where, you know, if I play at the level I expect to play, that I can retire a Falcon. And that was something that really excited me, and that's certainly the goal.
Well, now, in a very tactful way, Kirk Cousins might have been alluding to a point that we've made the past couple of days when he says the coach, the owner, the GM, all on the same page. That was the issue in Minnesota, and Kirk was living it. He's got a coach that wants him. He's got an organization that is ambivalent about him, that is taking it year to year, that doesn't want to make a long-term commitment. And I think in mentioning year to year, he was in a very subtle way
100%
providing a clue as to what the Vikings offered.
Definitely.
It was a one-year deal with some stuff on the back end that gave the Vikings the ability to say, okay, you were good enough last year. We'll keep you another year, but we have the right to walk away. And I'm still trying to get the offer the Vikings made. And I've asked multiple people who would have access to it, and I can't get it yet.
Yeah,
I'm going to keep trying.
Because it ain't good.
But Chris, I think your instincts are right.
Right? Yeah.
It was enough to be respectful, but not nearly enough to be acceptable.
Right.
That's my gut feeling, and I think that's yours as well.
Yeah, that is, and yeah, I feel like as time goes on, we're going to hear that or figure that out, you know. But yeah, I think it's, again, like I said on Monday or Tuesday, whatever the hell day it was, that if, you know, we get to the end of the week or early next week and we haven't heard numbers there as far as Kirk Cousins and what he was offered by Minnesota, that tells you that it wasn't even in the same league as what the Atlanta Falcons were doing or offering here. Right. And I think you're spot on too. That to me was the first thing I caught. Right. I mean, that was the first thing I was like, oh, you know, he's saying that. Yeah. Cause he likes that in Atlanta, but he's saying that cause he didn't have that in Minnesota. Right. I mean, obviously coach, GM, not on the same page. And you've explained it. The Wilf family, right. And I respect that they let their football people do what they do, but they're off in New Jersey. They're not there on a daily basis. It's a little different dynamic. Arthur Blank, he's around a lot there in Atlanta. You know, they're all there. And then, of course, he's got an extension of himself there and Rich McKay and other people that are always there, too, to report and all that. So I can understand as a quarterback like Kirk Cousins at this point of his career, you know, wanting those type of things. His history with Raheem Morris, knowing what he's getting there, right? Knowing, okay, I don't know Terry Fontenot, but I've heard good things, and he alludes to calling people and talking about him, right? Drew Brees at one point. And then the owner obviously being involved and saying things that he liked. Yeah, it matched up for Kirk Cousins, and I can't blame him for making the move for those reasons and, of course, the money as well.
The money, $45 million a year on a 4-year deal, $100 million guaranteed as a practical matter. The only way they get out of that final $10 million, it's $90 million fully guaranteed over the first 2 years, $10 million that's injury guaranteed for the third year, but they can only get out of it by cutting him after 1 year because that extra $10 million becomes fully guaranteed next year. Hi, it's Mike Florio. Thanks for watching PFT on YouTube. Hit subscribe for the latest news and analysis from Pro Football Talk.